Okay, this is lesson 2, topic B, defining and saving a project, right? So we're going to continue building on that build with a heart project. Okay, you should have this project open. This is the one we did in the previous lesson. If you don't have it open, go ahead and open it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to this project tab and we're going to click on project information. This dialog box will open up and you can see that it kind of self populates. You know, our start date's the Monday after the class starts. I'm doing this the Saturday before the class starts. You can see those dates are already in there. Okay, let's head on back to the main Gantt chart page. Um, and by the way, I never explained how Gantt got his name, but we'll talk about that later. But this is the page that we need to be on. Okay, click on the File tab, right? Just click on it. And this page will set up. And we want to click on, go down that pop-up and just go down and click on the info and see what pops up. The project information is where we want to work with. So you can see there's a little pop-up menu, that little arrow pointing down. That's where we're going to go. Click on that. And this box will pop up, this dialog box. And this we're going to put information about our project in here. And we'll do that in just a little while. But this is where we can start putting information about the project itself. So what I've done is I've just gone down and filled in all these blocks with the information we have. After it's all done, I'll just click on OK. All right. But that's the dialog box, properties dialog box. So then my next question is, when do we want to start this baby? And there's a couple ways we can do this. We can go from the start date or from the finish date. So this is the box I'm looking at. You can see that little down arrow means there's a pop-up. So go ahead and click on that on your project. Take a look at it. Now, generally you just do from the start date, but you know, if you need to do the finish date, when might you use that? Well, if you got a firm deadline, well, we have to be there. We have to be done by the middle of next year, June 15th or whatever. We're shooting to the moon, or we're shooting over to Mars, one of the distant planets. We have to be there at this date, otherwise we'll miss our opportunity to get to that planet. That's when you might want to start with a finish date. If you don't know for sure when the project starts, right? You can just kind of say, well, you know it has to be done by that date, but we don't know when we're going to start this baby. You can work backwards and find out when you have to start it, right? Or if the person you're working with says, hey, I want you to work with the finish date. Or if you work for the government, we used to do this, it's better to wait to start because things change. So you put in all this work from the start date. Oh, never mind, it's just different now. So it's better to wait till the last minute to start. But as a caveat to that, after you do start it, you might want to switch from the finish date to the start date. It just, by convention, we go from where we are now to where we're going to be. So it's always generally better to do from the start date. But you might have to do the finish date, which is okay. Okay, we're going to save a file. So get back to this page. Okay, select the File tab. Get our pop-up menu up there. Click on the Save As button, right, and this will pop up. Okay, I'm going to deviate from the book a little bit. Click on the Browse button. Click on the Browse button and see what happens. The reason I like the Browse button is this thing here. This is the line. It'll tell me exactly where I'm putting this file, right? You know, we had that organizing files video. So I named this thing Building with Heart, but I'm going to put it in my Documents page. And I know where it is now, right? Or I could actually create another folder, Building with Heart folder, and put it there. In this case, I'm putting it in the Documents. Again, I'm getting the Building with Heart for my file name. And you want to put in some keywords because I have a tendency to lose my files. So I always use that search documents. In this case, I'm pretty sure I'd look for building or heart, something like that, and find this file. but put in a unique file name. Well, give this thing a shot, right? This is the activity. This is 2.2. So you got the project open, right? And change the start date and the current date. So you got to get to the project information dialog box. Start date is May 2nd, 2018. Current date is also May 2nd, 2018. We're going to go from the start date, save that thing, and make sure we still have the Gantt chart. But also check the start date and the Gantt chart. Should say May 2nd, 2018. Go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, after we've done all that, we're just going to update the projects, the properties in the project. So again, I'm just going to File, click on Info, select Advanced, and just look at the dialog box. And also, the last thing we're going to do is save the file. And if you look at the book, they got some kind of long name and stuff. I like simple, so I'm going to do a little bit different, but I'm going to save the file also.